Well, here we are with Escape from Ever After. Really enjoyed this game, but we had other ones. Now, Code Vein is my last that I'm going to play tonight, but I just want to get to this. This is the story's good. It's enjoyable even for an adult like me, and the combat's exciting. Check it. All right. Well, three little pig, you Flynn and Tinder corporate said you'd be coming. Why do they always gotta send in these inexperienced nitwits to meddle in our business? Sounds like a contract to me. I'm punching the officer bore up there in this straw fortress. That's kind of funny. Building a defensive structure out of straw is certainly an interesting choice. Yep, very interesting. But I'm sure it's going to show us that lesson. Let me think of my air. Oh no. Hey, bro, this straw is totally impenetrable. It's even fireproof. It's the latest engineering breakthrough in security technology. Oh man, with them fancy big words. Yeah, you save it. Okay. Oh, third brother. Yeah, our little bro doesn't really deal with trivial matters like this. He runs this whole operation. Oh, he the big head. I thought he was. Wait, so one built it with straws. I know the brick one was the good one. What was the second? Yeah, I forgot these stories. Sure thing, bro. I mean, sir. Oh yeah, we were here. Should have saved. Welcome to the construction site. I'd like to give you a tour, but I got a better stuff to do than escorting around a couple of little city sicklers. So here's the situation. We got this contract. See, Ever After Inc. bought all this land to develop into prime real estate and hired us pigs to manage the project. Problem is, there's a dingy village of wolves. Oh, rests on our prime plot of land. And they, oh yeah, see, I should have saved. We got our wolf last time, but it didn't save. We'll give all the wolves a 5% rent on reduction on apartment one circle construction for duration of 1 year. Pretty darn fair for some good for nothing furballs, if you ask me. 5%, and only for 1 year. I don't know. That don't sound that great to me. Ooh. All right. So what is our button layout? O is on this side. X is here. Okay. What's up? Oh, you're not an enemy? Sorry, their palace doorway is blocked and count of 5. There was some way to blow out the flames. Oh, I could blow out the flames. Ah, there's Wolfie. Wolfgang. Oh, Wolfgang! Renowned musician of the woods, current representative of my fellow townsfolk. Oh, shoot. Homies. I don't even know why I call them. Because honestly, at that moment, yeah, I'm down, but usually I get tired and I'm like, always at the moments that I don't want. Oh, it was great. Yeah. Alright. All good. It's calm. Yeah, sure. Hey, you have a blessed night, brother. Alright, cool. That should be good enough. So the homie knows you have a good night, brother. Usually means the end of the combo, right? Doing okay, thanks. I heard you were having some doubts about Ever After's construction project here. They asked me to come speak with you. What seems to be the problem? Well, gee, so nice of you to come all the way out here. But thing is, our happy little village is perfect the way it is. I'm no landscaper, but we like our trees green and our water blue. Oh yeah. Just a personal preference though. No judgment towards you folks who like things a little well brown. Hmm, that's understandable. Oh, the wolf is a white wolf. Um, all right, and then the hand emoji. We done. All right, that's understandable. Okay, good. Blah blah blah. 5% off on all rent once the apartments are finished for a duration of 1 year. See, that's why I don't think it's such a great deal. Because after that, then what? They could increase it 25%, whatever. This is really kind offer, I appreciate, but we're just happy in our humble little homes right now. Okay, he's not buying it, Flint. What are you going to do? Oh, we're gonna sympathize with him. You could risk your homes and possibly even your lives by standing up to these pigs, but you know what? I think you're right. I can do these things. Anything is possible. I wasn't totally confident, but you really shown me the value in standing up for myself. Wow, in such a short conversation. Tried to corporate, but I've had enough. The heck with all the red tape. We're just gonna go there and bulldoze the. Oh, dude, we just came to an agreement. I mean, I've worked with so many contractors and construction workers throughout my years of doing business. I have contractors that are friends of mine, but I'm gonna tell you, they're the most annoying mother suckers if they don't get their stuff proper. Now, of course, the expense. I always try to go cheaper, right? When you go cheaper, there's a reason people don't always go cheaper. Gonna have to deal with nonsense. And if you, even if it's a friend of yours, you need to have a contract in place and have a time of this is when you're gonna get it done, and you both sign it. And this is when you're gonna get paid, not pay you. You gotta have these things. Too many times because someone did something nice for me, and then I did them a favor, they did me a favor. Like I got screwed over so many freaking times. I don't care if it's a friend or whatnot. We go into business together. There's gonna be a contract, so we are accountable. You know, even for a Christian brother friend, man. A lot of friends of mine have been telling me business ideas because I told them in about a year my dad might, be good, kind to us to let us give enough money to open up a small business, you know. And a lot of the friends don't have money, so it makes sense. So they give me all their ideas. I said, cool, show me a good business plan. Let's see if it makes sense. But in all honesty, I do not want to get into business with any friends. Possibly one, but it's a terrible thing. My dad told me from day one, don't get into business with friends. And even he, when he said it, as a hypocrite, he also did it. But even though it's a hypocrite move, there's still a lesson to be learned. Childhood friend since the age of 5 or 6, broken over because of money and greed and nonsense thinking. The wife and husband, literally, I call that guy like my uncle. He used to always give me like $100 or something. I always liked when he was a fun guy. I really appreciated him and hanging out with his daughters and stuff. You know, and we even went on vacation together. But my dad gave one of his gas stations and gave it to him. You know, of course, not just for free, right, dude? Even if it's a friend, not for free like that. But as a friend, dude, with low interest, like very nice. But the thing is, his wife, I thought she was such a nice lady, but they had a bad gambling habit. I don't know when it started. But they spoiled all their money, didn't take care of the gas station, didn't even work there barely. And then money did not come through to that gas station. Well, because you ain't working there, you ain't being a boss, and you wasting your money. And I guess the wife was telling the husband, my dad's best friend from childhood, not friends no more. He really broke my dad. Um, because yeah, he's been backstabbed many times, but from a friend from 5 years old, yeah, it almost stings a bit. Yeah, I've been through that. But yeah, she just kept putting thoughts, just like Adam and Eve. Eve is like, here's this fruit I just tasted. It's so good. Try it, Adam. Adam's fault was not taking responsibility for eating the fruit himself and also blaming it on his girl. Women are weak in that sense. Bible. Okay? I'm not saying weak in the mind. It's just different personalities of people, right? And genders. But yeah, friend just wife kept telling him, oh well, why does your friend my dad's the one that gave them this business. They didn't have the money for it. And he gave them this business and they made it into a pile of shite. And then the wife, who I thought was so nice, you know, and she was, I just know she was whispering into his ears, just saying, "Oh man, look at your friend. Look at like look, he's living in a nice house. He got money. Well, that's like 30, 40 years of my dad putting in work, dog. Like he didn't just get that overnight. And plus, my mom for 30 plus years praying to God to give my dad luck in his ventures. It's not luck, it's the Lord." But yeah, all that whispering finally got to him. Then bitterness came into him. And even me, I remember working with my best friend in town. And I remember I was pissed. He might not have been pissed, but I paid him more than I've ever paid any of my employees because I really needed help. And he used some of his own employees to helping out or whatnot. But like he was not there. I needed him there 40 hours a week for the amount I'm paying him. And it's more than he was making before. But I understand his own thing. But it's like that really pissed me off. Because like as a friend, he's my friend. I'm expecting him when I'm suffering with my finances and I'm paying you more than what I can even afford. I expect you to be there and then help me like you said you would. But I don't blame that on my friend. I blame that on myself because my dad warned me, do not do business with friends. Now this friend is still a friend that I can consider going into business with later on, but it's either one of us has to be the silent partner because otherwise it ain't gonna work out. Um, but yeah, definitely don't do business with friends. I'd say if you go into business with anybody, it would be someone that you know that's credible, that you know a little bit of his background, but also so then you can make up contracts and it won't be so awkward. Now I'm not awkward no more. I don't have the fear of man in me or people pleasing. So contracts and stuff, even with friends, even my best friend here, I will do it. I don't mind if we went to business together. But it just gotta be. It's much easier with someone that's like got good character, but also so you could put a contract there and it's fair because you're not that close, right? And you can't screw each other over. And one partner might, and still even with that, like one partner might be like, oh, hey, I think no, 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 we need to do it this way. And the other partner, also being a owner, said, no, 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 we need to do it this way. There's a lot of stuff, dude. If you've never been a business owner, you really like, just like me being Christian, until you experience it, you really don't know what the F you're talking about. Sorry for even saying the F. You really don't. You might logically understand something, but you really don't. There's so much psychology when you own a business to it that it's just, especially just like not a high stakes business, but like middle. Well, actually, dude, my business was like $3 to $4 million, so I'd say that's high stakes, but I'm talking about the 12 to $50 million businesses. There is levels to this. You know what I'm saying? You get to that level, there's policies and stuff in place where it's a lot easier. And rich people will come because it's a nice place, and rich people always has money. I was in the mid area running a motel where when the economy's bad, people don't want to come, and I get bad people. And when the economy's good, well, rich people always have money, so they'll still go to the nicer hotels. They won't come to mine, you know. But God still blessed it. I didn't lose it to bankruptcy. We sold it. Yeah, we sold it for a major sucky loss because of a mistake of my own from signing a contract that I shouldn't have signed on accident. But still, I remember even the owner's son was like, "Hey man, if you signed it on accident, like, hey, you can still like come back I'm like, what, you want to give me back my business? Sure, bring it on, man. Give it back. I'll take it back. I remodeled it. We put so much money into that sucker. Next year, man, I know this new business owners, as long as they doing what they doing, they gonna be making money. And it really sucks, in a way. But I don't think this way no more. It's like I used to tell my employees, like, I know you ain't gonna find a better boss than me, like this forgiving, this patient. But I had some anger issues, and I had other issues. But I was like, I know I work for people. People won't stand up for the things I let go and forgave. But when you're too nice to your employees, even if it's honest, like I was speaking honestly, when I complimented, but too much complimenting, too much of anything is never good, right? You compliment them too much, then they start going, think it's like your compliments mean nothing because they hear it all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why God said don't talk too much, even though Choco Pie does talk a lot. But when he says that, I believe he's not talking about just don't talk with a bunch of nonsense in your mouth. And the other part is sometimes you might talk and you put yourself in a bind because you said a promise, but then you can't keep it up. You know what I'm saying? So there's many reasons for that. But yeah, yep, that's all I gotta talk about with business stuff. All right, we got Wolfgang the Puck. Now let me save this. Mazel tov, homie. I just want to save because I don't want to do this part all over again. I do like the story. I wish it was voice acted. I really wish it was, but it's not. I can play a song to make sprouts grow. Let's try it. Oh, this is why I like this game. That's pretty cool. Wait, what? What happened? Where'd the loot guy go? Hey, nothing grew, homie. Oh, wait, how'd I switch? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so how do I make the sprout? I can't dance for nothing. I knew how to drop it down low at the clubs though, but that's usually what the women do, no? uh, Alright, so it's a fan. We gotta get to the construction workers sometimes hang out there. Okay, so we're just trying to stop this construction workers from doing their thingy. Save point, great. I know I'm doing my video short, but it is what it is. Next will be Code Vein, or we'll hop back into this. But I gotta go pee. Deuce.